Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for February 15th to the 27th. Before we get to the long range forecast, we're going over the impending winter storm that's advancing for the Mid Atlantic and the Northeast. We're going to look here now at the European deterministics. Well, first of all, we're going to go to the Canadian. Here we are, 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it's missing. Okay, so much for that model. We're going to look at like the original, the European deterministics. Here we are at 7 o'clock tonight, and this model is pretty much in agreement. You can see the snow entering the Washington, D.C. area, Maryland, entering Northern Virginia. And then we go to 1 a.m. in the morning, and it's just about into northern New Jersey. It's covering much of the central and southern portion of the state. Then we go to 7 p.m. tomorrow night. You see we have a 988 storm off the coast, and its forecast changed to rain. You see the blue line is the freezing line, and it's forecasted to turn to rain or ice and freezing rain. Then we go to 1 a.m. in the morning on Friday, and it turns back to snow. And you can still see we have some bursts of heavier snow snow falling. So there'll be still accumulating snow. And then we go to 7 a.m. It's still going on Friday morning. And we go to 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's just exiting New Jersey and it's heading in, across New England. Next model we're going to look at is the European ensembles, and you can still see here this is at 7 o'clock tonight. Again, pretty much the same thing, entering Northern Virginia into the Chesapeake area, and then we go to 36 hours, 7 a.m. on Thursday, tomorrow morning, and now it's kind of like brings precipitation. Not quite sure. I think this could be off a little bit with this model. And then we go to 1 p.m. on Thursday, and we see we have a 988 millibar, still the same storm, but you notice that it's further inland than the other one. This is deterministics, and this is notice where the 988 low is it's further offshore compared to this one. It's more like inland, hugging the coast. Okay, next thing we're going to look at now is the Nav Gem, and here we are at 7 p.m. still pretty much the same, models are right on. And then we go to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we have a 1,000 millibar, a little weaker than the other storms. And then we have it turn into rain. We have a 988 millibar off the coast of New Jersey, south of Long Island. And then we go to 1 a.m. on Friday, and it turns back to snow. And it also has a few area heavier snow, precipitation falling as snow. So just want to show you that. Now we're going to go into long-range weather forecasts for February 15th and 19th. We have some changes coming to develop. You can see we're going to look at the period for the 18th to the 22nd. So we're going to go all the way to the 18th. And you can see we still have our trough here in the east, but that begins to lift out. And then we go to the 20th. You can see we're missing some frames. And you can see we have above normal heights here, very high heights across the Mid Atlantic and Northeast. and at very low heights here with a trough here across the western U.S. And all the models are pretty much showing this. So we're going to go to, this is the European deterministics. This is the European ensembles. And this is the GFS ensembles. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures across this area and above normal temperatures for this region, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here and below normal precipitation across the southern tier states. Next thing we're going to look at is for the period from February 23rd to the 27th, and the models depict little change in the circulation for this period. However, models continue to indicate an eastern progression. And now we're going to look at the models for this. Okay, we're going to slide over here a little bit. And you can still see, like, this is for the 25th. We still have above normal heights here across the eastern U.S. and below normal heights here. And some of the models are showing a tendency for a ridge. You can't see it here. I'll slide it back over to build back into the west. So that's a signal of a pattern change again. So then we're going to go to the ensembles, GFS ensembles, and you can still see, we'll slide back, the ridge starting to build into the western U.S. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, above normal temperatures for this region. And just to look a little further ahead, as this trough moves eastward with time, as you can see here, it starts moving into center west central states. It's going to bring warmer air ahead of this, ahead of the trough, but then colder air tries to move back in, probably in a week's time, like probably by next weekend. So that is the long-range weather forecast discussion for February 15th to the 27th. Thanks for coming, Jim Only's World of Weather, and have a good day.